it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. After letting the car set in possibly the sketchiest way that I could, I finally decided to get to it and fix it. So if you guys didn't see the last video on the E36, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on the car and tell you where we got to with it. This is my 1997 328i, and I picked it up for $2,800, and the car had been sitting for roughly like a year or two, only drove periodically, and we're just going through and doing a maintenance overhaul, which includes replacing lower control arm and tie rod. Have to replace the valve cover, spark plug, some intake hoses. The dumbest thing is I had the radiator fan break on me. And in the last video we ran into some minor, meaning major, issues where we didn't have the right parts, we didn't have the right tools, and we just didn't prepare for the car properly. But today we are prepared and we're going to get it taken care of. Now we got the bushing in, all we gotta do is put the lower control arm and switch the tie rods out, and that's gonna be it for the suspension components. And the total cost for the suspension components is $166. That includes the lower control arms, the tie rods, and the tie rod boots. Well guys, the torch didn't work. So I ended up having to go to O'Reilly's and picking up a tie rod removal. I burnt the piss out of what was left of the boot here. There's absolutely nothing left. I tried to use this pickle fork, I guess that's what it's called. It's a ball joint separator. I bent the piss out of that trying to get it out. There's so many random tools here, I don't even know why there's an axe here, but there's an axe here. So it turns out the tool from O'Reilly's was not the last resort. We're actually at the last resort now. So I ended up going to Harbor Freight and I got a different ball joint separator, and I'm thinking this one might work a little bit better, but we'll have to see. And then I went by Lowe's, and got a proper torch. So maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to get this thing off. And after I get this off, it's gonna be smooth sailing and we're gonna be able to get this car fixed. Let's get to it. Holy shit! I have no idea what just happened. It came out though. It popped really loud. That scared the hell out of me. That thing was in there. Let's go! We got it! And there we have it, guys. We finally have the tie rods and the lower control arms in. If I'm being honest, it actually looks really sick, but that's just going to be temporary because it's gonna be a daily, so the thing's gonna get dirty. Now I know watching me do basic maintenance on the car is probably not the most interesting thing you guys have ever seen, but this stuff is incredibly important. Along with that, this is a way for me to document my experience with learning about the car and learning new things on it. I've never messed with a BMW before, and I'm not gonna shy away from telling you guys that, and I want you guys to realize it takes a lot of perseverance to work on cars to some extent. Now that sounds cheesy when you say it out loud, but you have to have a lot of willpower to actually power through. I could have just took it to a shop and got them to replace the control arms and the tie rods and save me so much time, but I wanted to learn about it, and that's what I want to teach you guys. I want you guys to learn how to persevere, and I want you guys to like take the time and actually learn about the cars. And with that being said, the last two things I have to do is replace the valve cover and replace the intake hoses. Well boys, this is what I was talking about, perseverance. We're gonna fix the car today. And just like that, guys, we're one step closer from actually driving the car. The only thing that we have left is the intake hoses, and the intake hoses cost me $72. Now, you see that duct tape? That's proper engineering right there. That's how it's supposed to be. Now the intake hoses are in, that should be the last thing, so I guess we're just gonna give it its first start. This thing's not been started in nearly a month, and I really don't know what to expect. Well, she's not wanting to hold idle. I don't know if it's the fuel pump or what. She's running, boys. She's running. All right, guys, we're gonna take it for the first test drive. My girlfriend's here and she's gonna film for me.
It'll be great. You're gonna do great.
I'm nervous. I feel like it's gonna, I feel like the alignment's gonna be terrible, but I'm gonna let you film. I forgot to add this while actually making the video, but before we took it out on the road, the total cost to get everything running was $3,590. That includes the tools, the parts, and taking it and getting it inspected and getting registered with the license plate agency. Was it worth it? I don't know, but I have an E36 that runs, and that's pretty dope. Okay, so you can already tell just driving up the driveway that the alignment is like really bad. But we're about to go on the main road, and I'm really nervous because just the way it was sitting, the alignment already just looked off just by looking at it, and this is about to be the actual test. It's not wobbling, guys. I mean, the steering wheel's crooked as hell, but like, she's driving good. What do you think?
She drives really good. A lot better than the last time.
I fixed it, guys. Oh my god.
You did it. Woo!
The alignment's really bad, but it's driving really good. I'm gonna drive it farther down the road. Guys, damn, I had it. I can't believe I fixed the E36, guys. I'm just blown away. I own an E36 and it drives. That's crazy. And I didn't expect the burnout to go as hard as it did either. Well, it was a one-wheel squealer, but that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys learned something, because I know I learned a lot making these 2 videos, trying to fix it. But I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed.